the button that means we're on. 29 grams of sugar. God damn, I might as well be drinking beer.
Already screwing up. Already screwing up. Bam, there we go. Looks like we're live over here. Live on Facebook. Looking like we're live on Facebook. I wonder who's going to join us.
Hey, mic check. You watch your mouth there, Ed. We'll be streaming. What is that? Some guy. I told you I wasn't drinking this month.
It'll become apparent what that's for.
Hey, you want me to teach people how to ruin an old fashioned?
Let's see here. So we're definitely live there. Looks like we're live there.
Hey, does that mean we're all? Hey, everybody! How come there's no tally light on there?
Because we ain't on that.
Oh,
we ain't on that.
Uh-huh.
So I know we're without Goldie tonight. I don't know what she's doing.
What happened to Goldie?
I don't know. She came on and said, "Oh, I thought we were doing it at 5 o'clock." Actually, I think I did say something about us going early. Maybe I should.
Well, you know, I was Facebook messaging with that John Charles.
No, let's not.
We're not. I thought you said we weren't on.
We are. Well, we're streaming. Audio's up. We have not officially started the stream yet.
Huh. So I can say whatever I want.
Just waiting on something there.
On something there. Hey, Facebook comment and section. Say something so we can get started. Because Ed's waiting on y'all.
Ain't nobody there yet.
I don't. Maybe they just ain't talking. How do you know there ain't nobody there?
That one black guy's joined us over there on Facebook.
Hey, I thought he was a Mixer fella.
He is. I'm on the Mixer screen here.
I know, but you said he joined us on Facebook.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, whoever's out there listening with all your details and you're keeping all the stats and everything, you mark that one up. Ed just stuck his plus size shoe in his mouth. You know what I mean? What size shoe do you wear, Ed?
I wear a 13.
13. That's a big shoe.
Well, you know what they say: big shoe, big foot.
And you know what? Something about Sasquatch. Hey,
well,
y'all fill that in on your own out there.
Hello, sir. I believe we
Hello,
have.
Sir.
I believe we have worm sign.
Is that like movie sign?
Well, it's.
Do we need to zoom through a bunch of portals and doors now?
It's from Dune.
Never heard of it.
I mean,
is that
I don't have my touch. Howdy, folks.
Geek role playing game book that you freak out about all the time?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dune. Ed's always like, hey, man, they came out with a new. It's a new beer bottle, and it says Dune in the fine print, not in any way related to that book, movie, or miniseries. But I gotta have it. I gotta have it because I gotta have all the Dune stuff.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Every time we go into an antique store,
you're not thinking about Poon, are you?
I am, but I'm talking about Dune.
Frank Herbert's Poon.
Never heard of it.
That's a different. I think that's a different story.
Are we on now? I see the light.
We're on.
Hey, there's everybody.
Randy Nickers just joined. Kathy
Howdy,
Penick
Randy
just joined.
Who?
Kathy Penick. They're people on the Facebook side.
Well, I told you we had to wait for them to talk.
Howdy, folks. Big Ed Barnum here from Big Ed Barnum's Bobble Barn and Garden and Book Club and Haberdashery and Bespoke. I was going to say something dirty, but then
take forever. And Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson.
Talking about taking forever.
Cole Screaming Eagle Wilson's new fantasy novel about a guy who's he wears a trucker hat and he's obsessed with this other fantasy novel, right? Like it's a series, right? But it's a series within a series, and it ain't done yet. It's like that Game of Fire and Ice, right? You know, he quit writing the books. I'm hoping for a movie deal, HBO, right? So I don't know how it ends, but he doesn't get all the Dune memorabilia. He tries, but he never does because it's just it's like a Sisyphean task.
I don't know why. I don't know why we're ham still. Oh,
what happened?
The ham's. He said ham still life, meaning it's not rotating.
How come there are two hams on here now?
But because they're both the facade of a ham can.
Oh man.
Thanks,
Those batteries
Randy
are gonna last
Knickers.
forever.
I think that puts. I don't think Randy Knickers has ever scored on the scoreboard of the.
You're on the board, Randy Nichols.
You're on the board with I think only 5 other people. I think only 5
It's
other
a
people.
select class, Randy, and now you are one of them. But you know what? You got to understand here that hey, you can't just call out the ham and say, "Hey, I'm on the board, and now I'm gonna get that prize." No, you're a member of a select few, which means you need to uphold the high standards of conduct and deportment amongst the rest of the ham caller outers. So. Hey, it's a responsibility as well as a privilege.
Well, now he's Randy Knickers is sort of chastising us a bit by how hard is it to hire a ham handler. I love the alliteration and how hard is it to hire a ham handler.
Howdy.
I think Randy Knickers has just landed on the leaderboard for a new score that we're keeping. Alliteration.
Yeah.
Quality in alliteration.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kate Garrison, for the shout out.
Hey, there's Kate Garrison.
She loves she says she's loving the lard, which I don't know. I think she's talking about the
Shield, pure lard.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
very little lard-like substance. It's almost pure lard.
I can't figure out where my hat, the bill of my cap should be for the lights, and I don't want to anyway.
Maybe you should get a haircut, but it doesn't look like it fits anymore.
Well, we should talk about haircuts, because I was thinking about having a haircut on the live stream.
I just got my haircut yesterday.
I was actually thinking of doing haircuts on our 5-year anniversary stream.
Hey, when's that?
What's that?
Good question, everyone.
June 8th. I realized the other day I put this up here. Chad's flabby white belly. It's not terribly flabby, but it's definitely a fluorescent kind of white.
There's very little pigment on Chad.
But 5-year, you can't really see. And Chad, what kind of? Here, let me take this off here. What kind of idiot? Well, what kind of asshole? I'm just going to say it. What kind of asshole puts ketchup on a hot dog? Is just what I want to know. Anyway, he won't be there. I'm not inviting him to our 5-year live stream. June 8th, 9 to 9. I almost said 9 to noon. But
Wait, 9:09 to 9:09?
No, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to...
Whoa, you slow your roll there, Ed. That's 12 hours.
That's 12
That's half a day.
Yep, we're going to stream 12 hours.
What the hell are we going to do for
No
12
charity
hours?
involved. We're just going to do it because
We're going to need some charity. Somebody's going to have to come over here and, give me a...
I'm mostly worried about my hip joint because I have 2 hours of sitting on this stool. I can barely walk.
It's going to be June. Can we go outside?
We'll try and set up a grill.
Hey, can we play bocce ball on the
No,
stream?
no.
We got to kill 12 hours.
Well,
How are we going to go 12 hours in each other's company without playing bocce ball? Sun's shining.
We get a haircut.
It'd take me about 15 minutes.
We make some meat. And I mean by that, we don't really make the meat. We grill
cook the meat.
And
while it's grilling, what else are we going to do but play bocce ball?
Well, we're going to rebroadcast season 1 of Big Ed Barnum's One of a Kind Big Find of the Week. We're going to replay season 2 of Big Ed Barnum's One of a Kind Big Find of the Week.
So this is one of those.
This is one of those
extra
like a clip
special
show.
editions of Mad Magazine where you're like, oh man, this thing's 200 pages long and it's bound. It's almost a hardcover. This is great. I'm gonna get all kinds of new dirty jokes and stuff. Wait, okay, no, that's from the issue I already have. That's from the issue I already have. They just stapled them all together.
It's like when Fonzie comes over to the Cunninghams and they're all sitting around on a couch. It's going to be like, I remember that one time you got mono after you left out of town, and Richie Cunningham, Richie got mono, and he was afraid that you were going to think he was kissing your girlfriend. Oh, let's cut to a scene from that episode. Did I belabor that too much?
Sorry, I just had a wee little aneurysm.
Feel like I'm drunk.
Just for a second there. But that blood's pumping again. I can feel my fingers.
We're also going to screen, this is a special engagement. Some folks will know where to go find this, but we're also going to, folks know that I have a variety of hats, caps. There was a time when I, Big Ed Barnum, only had one cap.
And you lost.
And I lost
You
it.
misplaced it. Yeah.
And I did a whole series. I think it was 4. It may have been 5 videos searching for that hat.
Is it? Would it bury the lead for me to talk about the culprit? We don't want to do that. We want people to figure it out for themselves.
I think I'm gonna try to arrange an interview with the culprit.
Man, good thing we got 12 hours.
But yeah, so June 8th, 9 to noon. I keep wanting to say 9 to noon.
That'll do. That'll
because
do.
it just kind of rolls right off the tongue. 9 to noon. But no, it's 9 to 9.
9 to 9. How did you come up?
Well, I was going to do noon to midnight, and then I realized
dumb idea.
the few folks that we have who like to join us from the East Coast,
Hey.
it would wrap up at 3 in the morning for them.
Yeah.
And most of them are not going to stay up till 3.
What day of the week is this?
Some
by
of
the
them
way?
might stay up till midnight for our 5-year anniversary sign-off toast. It is a Saturday, so you have
All right.
time. You have time
All
to go do a little drinking down at the Snooker Hall, and
they open at 7 on Saturday.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. I get breakfast in there. Not very much. It's a greasy spoon. I don't like to eat there too much. But yeah, 7 o'clock. Get your snooker on. Hey, speaking of snooker, hey, check this out. Y'all, maybe a couple times I've mentioned my snooker buddy Aaron. He just started playing maybe a year ago, making great progress. Well, he got cancer.
I was going to ask if he was the fellow who was
6, 8, 9
ill.
months, year ago, whatever. This Wednesday last, cancer free, baby.
Really?
Yeah, cancer free. They said, hey, come back in 6 months and we'll poke you with something. Keep that stent or whatever in there so we can take your blood easily.
His was an odd form of cancer, wasn't it? Or was it?
Large, non-diffuse large B cell lymphoma.
All right.
Which sounds
I
horrible.
don't quite know what that one
Horrible.
is.
Well, the big mass in his colon, they took that out.
Oh,
But I don't know. I don't know much about cancer. All I know, he ain't got it no more. So hey,
that's great.
no dying for him this year. Well, you never.
Well,
know.
from that.
Yeah, not from cancer.
Because where you guys play snooker, every now and then I know Hell's Angels will come through there and they'll like come in and say,
Man,
which
don't
one of you
get me
assholes
started.
wants to fight?
You
And
know.
then somebody smashes I almost said sucker cue, which is an entirely different game.
No,
And
they
then-
use a billiard cue. It's
And then there's a whole Donnybrook down there at Sam's Billiards.
Donnybrook is
Yep.
a fight.
Yep.
I like that term.
It
How
is
come
a good-
nobody says Donnybrook? anymore?
Because everybody thinks they're talking about Donnie down there at the way station.
Everybody's into
Donnybrook.
kerfuffle
Yeah.
now. I don't know whether that's the kids there, but they're like, oh, a kerfuffle.
I feel like I
'Cause
need
it's
to
ironic,
change.
you know what
I
I
feel
mean?
like I need to change the color temperature of the stream because here we look great. Over here we look kind of like we haven't.
What's here? You want me to warm up your screen here?
No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Lighter
I think it's
around here,
just.
something. What's that? Hey, go back to that.
what's-
There's something
what's what?
your speaker's flashing. Hey, it's like we're in a
Oh,
rave. here.
yeah.
Look
You
at
wanna-
hey, this is our.
Let me get that over there.
That was my rave dancing. Did you see that, Ed?
That's
no, you didn't. Good.
That's good for something we're going to be using here fairly soon. That we're going to need some sound for. And I was too lazy to run sound to the soundboard and then have a separate microphone and then run about 6 cables just so that we could show a video that John Mitchner sent me.
Who the hell is John Mitchner?
He's that guy who was down in McMinnville.
You mean
who does the,
John Michner?
no? Oh wait, no, it's Joseph Wambaugh.
Joseph.
No, he wrote,
No, you talking about
Herman Wook.
you talking about the very nice gentleman looks a little bit like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who
Yes.
told us about
Yeah.
getting abducted by the aliens, but I
Yes.
think he actually just got hit by a car in the woods.
Well, I thought that was which? Yes.
Which nerd are you talking about?
Well, the one, yeah, that
The
one.
one, the nerd from the library?
I was confusing his story with Chris Nutsocks, where he was doing the whole.
Nutsocks.
Anyway,
It's pronounced Crease.
what?
Crease, nutsocks.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That
And John
bit,
Charles Witchner. Hey,
that
guy.
bit.
And
hang
Christopher
on,
Lutzoff.
Hang on.
No, it's not Christopher. It's just Chris. Oh, crap. It's actually Christian, I think.
That took too long. Hang on. Nobody can see me dialing in this shot.
Oh, they can hear
They
it.
can just hear
and
it.
they can feel it. They believe it because you believe it, Ed. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a call. You hold that thought there. Hey, Jersey Jerry. Here.
Hey, Terry Tucson here.
Hey, what's up, Terry?
I got the names on the wrong side of the telephone.
Well, what you want me to do about it? I'm not moving.
Nothing. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to retire the telephone bit, and we're also going. Well, the reason I called you was I was thinking it was time to retire the good friend that we have on the show. You know,
whose name you can't ever get right.
Tim Jickner.
Yeah, that would we could retire it if you could ever get his name right. What's his real name?
I think it's John Wickner. Is it?
Not
Did I mess
retired
it?
yet.
Did I mess it up again?
Hey, there's something wrong with my connection.
All right, I'll call you back.
We ain't retiring that one yet. I'm gonna leave it up there.
Operator, yeah, we're gonna retire the mispronunciation of a friend's name bit, and when I hang up, we're also gonna retire the telephone bit.
And scene. Hey, that was a good one. That was the best one yet.
That only works if we have a technical director who can actually do the switching correctly as it needs to be done.
Yeah, that's the problem with that bit, Ed, is the switching, the technical part. Because the content is on fire. You know what I mean? People out there, they're saying, hey,
Chris Lutzock just joined. I wonder if he caught any of that whimsical and hilarious mispronunciation of his names.
Well, it's not our fault. He misspells it. Look at that, Kris.
Oh, yeah.
Nice try, Chris. Mic check.
Mic check. Anyway, I'm not drunk. I feel like I am, but I'm not.
You smell like you are.
Do I? I think that was just the belch. I think that was just the mic check.
That's a good point. What's next on the list, Ed? Ed's
Well,
always got this list, and he's checking it off.
Well, you asked
One,
me.
two, three,
you asked me
four.
what the flashing little disco light over here was because you
You
saw
said
it over
it ain't
here.
for a rave.
It is for.
So no bubbles neither.
Well, John sent us. I've actually mispronounced it intentionally so many times now.
You never knew how to pronounce it.
Don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna use
I
that
actually
as an
don't know
excuse.
which one is right, and I apologize.
I just
John.
asked you which one was right, and you got it wrong again. So we can't retire that bit because it's not a bit.
It's definitely not. It's not a bit anymore. It's just me being an asshole.
How many consonants are in his, and which ones are in his name? That's kind of what makes a name. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, the vowels are they're the glue, but the sinew that's the consonants. You got to get that straight, son. The hell were you talking about?
Nothing. I'm just checking in with chat for a second. Anyway, John sent me a video earlier in the week,
And it's quality.
and
you know what I'm saying?
it is something that I wanted to share on tonight's stream.
Is it old enough, or is Facebook going to censor you for?
So one, it is not anything that I think Facebook is going to pick up with their copyright. I can't remember what Facebook uses. Anyway, if I played Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll, on Facebook, they would catch it and they would drop the stream in probably 10 seconds.
Is that the way that you can actually delete something from the internet? It just has to contain copyrighted material?
Well,
because then somebody's out there trolling for it, and they're like, "Oh, pulling that off." You said once it's out there forever. No,
but Facebook uses a service that's monitoring that kind of stuff. But this is not a song. There's nothing in this that I think is going to trigger any type of copyright protection.
What about the pork people?
The pork people.
Somebody paid for it.
Yeah, hang on.
Hey.
Anyway, it's old enough, and I think it's obscure enough that we're not going to have any problem with it. I have carefully created something there that will be masking something. You know, just for my protection.
What do you need? What exactly do you need masked for your own protection, Ed?
Check the analytics of your last stream. I'd rather just concentrate on my current stream. Thank you for that, host, Dee Marie. I hope the evening is treating you well. So the thing that John sent.
John who?
Have to go. John Michener. Is it Wickner or Wickener? I don't know anymore.
It's Wiccan-esque.
I don't know
He
anymore.
Is the most Wiccan. Get it straight.
All right, I'm going to let me get the speaker over
We're
here.
just gonna play it. No preamble or prelude.
No, we're just going to go into it here. And let me do this. Let me get us in here so that we can actually be.
Hey, here we are.
Be
we
our,
just
our
slid
typical...
right in. Is that the right way? Is that the way we slide in?
Yeah,
we
I think
do.
so.
Looks like that. We could be like on Star Trek when they hit an imaginary alien and we're like, ah, hey, man.
Oh, hang on.
Hey,
Hang on.
yeah, technical.
I gotta go mute.
Execution
I gotta go
and
mute
brilliance.
I gotta go mute the monitor stream.
We're just gonna play it.
It is It is. Oh, it's over on Facebook. It's not muted.
Can it, face turkeys?
Oh boy. There we go.
Mute.
Oh, let me also go mute KMHD. We were listening to jazz earlier.
Yas.
Let's see. It's just all Cole.
What?
Talk to people for a minute.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, and it might require me using the phone, but it's more an explanation of the phone. So, you know, for however year, 2 years, whatever, how long we've been doing this ridiculous garbage, Ed says, hey, man, I got a brilliant... He went and took half of an improv class down at one of the comedy theaters down here, Curious About Comedy or whatever it's called. And he says, hey, this is some kind of device. And it had some kind of name with some dude's name. It's a dude that invented it. And then he died. And now he's like some kind of cult leader. What's the Scientology guy? L. Ron Hubbard. All right, but it's not called L. Ron Hubbard. It's the guy that invented this device, this like thing for improvising in, right? But let's just call it L. Ron Hubbard because I can't think of the guy's name. So what's his name? Ed. He says to me, he says, "Hey Cole, you know when you don't know what's going on or I don't know what's going on, let's do a L. Ron Hubbard." And I said, "What the hell? What is that? And by the way, we never know what's going on or what we're doing."
Invent a religion and make a bunch of money and yeah.
You done with your stuff yet?
Yeah, I think.
Anyways, it didn't work.
I think we got it squared
But
away.
he keep
here.
driving into the ground. Then he found these things in an antique store and asked Story and says, "Hey, that's perfect. We're gonna L. Ron Hubbard it up, and it's gonna be the best thing since you know, bread in your ear. You know how you put bread and you squash it up and put it in your ear so you can't hear your neighbors fighting. Well, hey, it's gonna be as good as that." He says. Well, remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Newlywed. Good afternoon, Mrs. Newlywed.
Oh, Mr. Butcher,
Yes, Mrs. Newlywed.
you're not afraid of my husband, are you?
I'll say I'm not. What's that?
I mean, he's gone crazy.
What?
Yes, just wait till you hear what he did. Oh, it's the most terrible thing.
For heaven's sakes, what?
Well, 3 old pals of his from Iowa came to town. 3 of them, mind you.
3 old pals from
Yes, and
Iowa.
what
That
do
sounds
you
like the
suppose?
start
They
of a
got into an
joke.
argument over whose wife was the best cook.
It sounds like the start of a joke in which
And
somebody
the
at some
third
point
was the big
says,
sap and
"Don't
invited
stick
them out
anything
to
in this
our
hole."
house to dinner tonight.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, but that isn't the worst. He says they're all connoisseurs.
I should have probably
of pork,
fast-forwarded
and
to
they
the
come
good
for
part.
best pork
Yeah, you should have,
chops.
but it wouldn't last for. I don't know how long we're supposed to go now.
This is why we need the other monitor, though, because we
And
could
I don't know
still
whether pork
do
is
chat.
made of sheep
Uh-huh.
or cow.
Wait, hold on.
Please, Mrs. Newlywed, don't worry.
So
I
she's
know
a
all about
newlywed.
Iowa and the
She's
corn
got to cook
belt. I
dinner.
used to work in Des Moines.
She doesn't know.
Really?
For some pork experts from Iowa.
Yeah.
Des Moines is a
And she
city
doesn't know
lady.
if
Hey,
pork,
fellas,
what kind of animal pork
All
comes
right,
from.
all right. Here we go. 3 men are going to solve a problem for a woman.
Magic words. What do you say?
About
It's a
time.
pleasure. Grab your weapons.
Grab your weapons. What? Oh, this just took a turn. Oh, they mean instruments.
Quality, freshness, and flavor. They're the magic words for pork. If you want to do your family a favor, serve New England dressed fresh pork. For it's corn
She is
fed in the
enjoying
West,
this.
But it's all New England dressed.
She looks
It's the
high,
tender you can
really
cut it
high.
with the pork. Look for quality, freshness, and flavor. They're the magic words for pork. There are things you must remember.
Look at them
when you
porkers.
think of buying
Which one's
pork.
quality,
If you
which
want
one's
the
freshness, and which
penetrated
one's
and
flavor. Hey, get them chickens out of there.
For the porkers
That's
we
just
acknowledge as the finest in the land are the ones that have been corn-fed in the
Oh,
West.
okay, they
Now
put
these
corn
finest
up and then they
Western
explain it like
porkers
30
must be
seconds
shipped
later.
into the East with the best of care and feeding on the way. Then the government inspectors must examine every one as they're dressed and then delivered that same day.
Look for quality, freshness, and flavor. They're the magic words for pork.
If you want to do your family a favor,
Serve New England's fresh dressed pork.
for it's corn-fed in the West, but it's all New England dressed. It's a favorite from Maine down to New York. Look for quality, freshness, and flavor.
Hey,
They're
that's
the
catchy. That's
magic
what they call
words
a
for
earworm.
pork.
Yep.
You know what I
Thank you
mean?
all so much. I'll remember, but look at the clock. It's after
Why?
4 and...
Why, of
So?
course. How stupid of us. Listen,
You
fellas.
guys are
let's
stupid.
concentrate on Mr.
What? They got a name. They introduced it in the beginning. These guys are like the merry pranksters,
They're
the jesters,
the jesters.
the pork jesters. That sounds like a good, like a sandwich. A pork jester.
Yep.
I could
So,
go for a pork jester right now.
So we're gonna we
Hey,
need,
it gets worse, Ed.
we
You're
need
not
to
going to show them the rest of
we
it.
need to take a break from it because, folks, this thing is about 12 minutes long, and
Yeah, and
and there's more songs.
It's 12
and
minutes
singing,
long.
And,
So what do we?
And charming misogyny.
Yeah,
it's
hey,
just
you took the
so
words right out of
charming.
me. I was going to say we're
We're about
maybe
We're about
a third
almost
of the way
a third of the
through
way through it.
but we're only a tenth of the way through the misogyny.
But
so they got a lot more to
you know,
do.
Cole,
Yep.
I'm a bit of a songwriter myself, so you know,
Awesome.
I had to take that melody. Let me just get back over on chat here so I can see how many people have been offended.
What's
I
the
don't
chat
know.
say?
Amy wants to know. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Amy wants to know if they wash their hands before picking up their instruments.
What's the hey? What's the trick to
and-
playing
and
the
that-
stand-up
and that-
bass?
and that one-
Trichinosis.
and that,
Come on now, go. That's wordplay.
Yeah,
Ed.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
That one black guy is severely chastising the actress in that, saying she's not going to get an Emmy.
Hell no.
She just a little spoiler. I don't know why. Just a little spoiler for you. She's not going to cook dinner either. Anyway,
It gets weirder if you can
here,
believe that.
I better. I gotta do something here really quick. I gotta just make sure I got enough juice for that later. If you know what I mean.
Hey, wait, hey Ed, did you just say that you're gonna sing a song that you wrote yourself?
Well,
You're gonna present it to us.
mic check. So you know,
Hey, before you get started on that,
Dak Celebrity Canned Ham.
give me 1 second here. Hey, I'm just gonna dial 0 there. Hey, this is Jersey Jerry here. Is this the operator?
I'm
No,
not
I
even-
ain't calling you.
I'm not-
Hey, operator there. I know you got some technology. Could you take a 1 kilohertz tone and just blast it into both of my ears until I'm deaf? Okay, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Okay, other ear. Thank you very much there. All right. Hey, Ed,
All right,
I'm ready
thanks
to
for not
listen. I'm
taking
ready
5
to
minutes for that
listen.
bit.
I'm ready to listen to your song
All right.
now.
For a tasty treat you will savor. Treat your. Sorry, I'll start over again.
Hey, you can start singing
I gotta
whenever
take my
you want,
glasses
Ed,
off
because
to
I'm
read
ready.
it. I wish I had a close up of the. Here, get over on the second cam and get the ham framed up. Get the hams framed up on the camera. There.
You want me to frame up the hams on the
Yeah,
camera?
yeah.
All right. You sing away though, because that'll be good.
None of this is rehearsed. Oh, hang on. I gotta unlock
Focus it.
I gotta unlock the focus. I gotta unlock the focus.
There it goes. Let her rip.
All right. For a tasty treat you will savor. Turn your eye to Danish pork. If you want to do your friends a little favor, serve Denmark's finest pork. Almost entirely fat-free, natural juices you can see. It says so very plainly on the can. On the can, on the can, on the can, on the can. It says so very plainly on the can. It's Dak Celebrity Canned Ham. It's Denmark's finest, yes. Boneless and fully cooked, pairs well with liquor and a book. It's not beer or poultry, it's just ham. There we go. I realize the second one doesn't next part of it doesn't parse real. Yes, Amy, we have 2 hams up there tonight because they're both the faux. They're both. We don't actually have any Dak Celebrity canned ham.
Did you eat the last of the
in
ham?
the can. Yeah, it's sort of. I can't remember why I ate it.
Hey, Ed, do you remember when I did that hilarious L. Ron Hubbard where I pretended to have the operator blast both my eardrums out so I wouldn't have to listen to you
Yep.
singing?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was just pulling your leg. I was just giving you the business. That was a pretty good song.
Can I send
heard
you
the
on a
whole
beer
thing.
run?
You want beer?
Well,
I ain't running.
I've either
nowhere.
got to jostle you as I go by, or go under the table. And if,
I'll get you beer,
and
but
if I get that low, there's the tripods there. If I get that low on the ground, it's
I ain't running nowhere.
You've
'cause
seen the medical diagnosis.
You know, I locked up my trick knee in New England last week.
So I wonder what else is happening with Miss Newlywed.
And all the
Something
Yes,
respectful.
that's wonderful. Now I'll really go crazy over that.
Oh, they're beautiful, but how do you prepare them?
It's simple. Just follow a good recipe. And then, well, just cook the dinner. That's
Just
all.
follow a
That's
good
all.
recipe.
And cook the dinner.
Takes no
Hold on,
effort.
she's getting it.
That's
At all.
right, Mrs. Newlywed.
She got it.
Just cook the dinner.
Oh, why, of course. I should have known. Just cook the dinner. Well, that makes it unanimous. Well, thanks so much. Just charge this. Goodbye.
My favorite line is coming up.
Newlywed. Don't you worry, Mrs. Newlywed. Wait until you step inside your kitchen door. Judging by the way you look, we guess you haven't learned to cook, but to cook
Oh.
is really not a chore.
Holy
Not a
cow!
chore, not a chore. So don't you worry anymore.
My favorite line coming up.
Chocolate quality, freshness, and flavor. Oh, why did I ever leave Mother?
Why did I ever leave Mother?
I don't know.
How do you do?
She didn't approve of jaunty hats, apparently.
Kindly open up the kitchen door. You're unhappy, we can see, because you're having company. But
What are you doing in my house?
It's a trio of chef
I
stalkers.
know. You know, the irony is they look with those hats on. They look like the pig chefs from the Muppets, right?
Mhm, they do.
Yeah,
It's loud.
cannibal pig chefs.
Where's that message?
Where are their instruments, by the way? How the hell are they supposed to cook without their
Oh,
tools?
this is good. Fruit juices, mixed grapefruit juice and cranberry juice.
They'll be here at 6:30.
So it's like high noon. They're just going to keep checking in with the clock.
Got it.
Except there's no Frank. I can't remember Frank's
I
last
will
name.
say this is even more tense than high noon.
Chops inside with a stuffing.
What
That's
creepy
our
thing
fry.
are they going to do
Then you
next?
peel the fragrant onions underwater.
Oh, they got to be
Next,
fragrant.
you cut
Hey,
the
I never even thought
slices
you
of all
could
the
peel
meats
them
and
underwater.
vitamins.
But then you got
Wash
to
your
cut them
hands
up.
with salt
It's still gonna...
to smell the hide.
To smell the what?
I think he
Sure.
said hide.
Now, we'll
H-I-D-E,
boil the potatoes
hide.
for our meal to make them easier to peel. Then with the chops and luscious onions in the pan, we'll let them hibernate at 300.
This is like the most boring Dr. Seuss book
we're ready
ever.
for a salad of the kind that sings a ballad, with tomatoes as the mainstay of the dish. First, a handy little trick that removes the jacket quick. Then you chill them for an hour, if you wish.
But wait, what's happening here?
I'm showing you how I score.
Oh, now that makes it clear.
I'm showing you how I torture
Here's something
women.
else that rates the look. Water spreads the leaves apart, while this added bit of art.
What is that art? I missed the art.
Paprika? I don't know.
Something on the
Oh, look at
cusp
the
of the
pine.
leaf.
Uh-oh, Frank Miller's coming to
Hey,
town.
fellas, where's the dessert?
Dumbasses!
Hey, wait
Hey,
a
you
minute.
can't have
Hey,
a
whoa,
pork dinner.
magic.
Eeny, miny, alakatiz. Abba dabba. Here it is.
Hey,
Wow.
now that somebody in there keep writing that down. You know what I mean?
Quick, fellas, quick, Mrs. Newlywed. Come on,
Now,
get the
here's
salad.
something. It's supposed to be 3 men that her husband works with coming over.
Uh-huh. From Iowa.
Oh, okay. I think it may have taken me 3 times watching this to figure something out. Spoiler alert.
It's the same guy.
These are the 3 guys.
You didn't get that?
I did not get it.
How many times have you
Spoiler.
watched this? I told you it was thrice creepy. Take that, you stupid cat. Man, I can't
Honey, you look fine. Honey, you look fine, and you've been duped.
How do you do, Mrs. Newlywed?
Oh, she needs a pint of whiskey to throw away. Never again.
She needs a pint of whiskey and a divorce lawyer.
Hey, she does need a divorce lawyer.
Look at the husband. He's like, yeah, I got you. Just wait till April Fool's Day.
Lads, I told you so.
Can we trust our nose to know?
We'll soon find out.
Here are we, the hungry three with hearty appetite.
Stop singing. No food till you stop singing.
So let's sit down and go to town. No ifs or ands or buts.
Let's sit down and go to
We
town.
crave a meal complete from soup to nuts. The way we feel, we crave a meal.
Hey, one of those turkeys
I like
was
it, I
going
like
to
it.
try and sit at the head of the table. And she's like,
Finest dinner I
oh.
ever saw.
Joe wins the bet, all right. There are things you must remember when you think of buying pork. If you want the
I bet there are
kind of
three.
Wait, he's serving everyone?
For the porkers we acknowledge.
It was already
as the
dished out.
Wow.
wasn't
Is he the captain of the boat?
that have been corn-fed in the West. Now these fine
Hey, how'd they get back
Wait, they're at
outside?
the...
shipped into the
They are wearing their suits under their smocks.
It's like a Cthulhu horror type of
Then
thing.
the government
That's horrible.
inspectors must examine everyone as they're dressed and then delivered that same day. Look for quality, freshness, and flavor.
Hey, hold on. All right, I'm gonna wait. I think I got this figured out.
If you want to do your family a favor, serve New England's fresh-dressed pork.
For it's corn-fed in the West, but it's all New England dressed. It's so tender you could cut it with a fork.
With the fork.
Look for quality, freshness, and flavor. They're the magic words for pork.
That's the eatinest dinner I ever had.
Did he just call that the eatinest?
And you win
Yeah.
the bet. But the real orchids go to your wife. She's given us a real corn-fed pork dinner from the Golden West right here in New England. And we didn't think it was possible, did we, boys? I'll say we did. So let's give the little
They
girl
didn't
a
think
great
they did it.
big
Thanks
hand.
to
What do you
excessive
think?
government corn subsidies, everything's corn-fed.
For we never ever tasted finer pork.
Are they going to be done singing soon?
I think this is about over.
For we never ever tasted finer pork.
The murders are about to happen.
I can't wait.
For we never ever tasted finer pork.
And you never will again. The end of you.
It's one of the original guys from Plymouth Rock.
Yeah. So I think I sussed it out here, Ed. I think each one of those guys, you had the bass player and the piccolo or whatever that little thing was player, and the singer, the lead singer, right, the front man. What, that wasn't a piccolo? What's it called? Starts with an M, don't it? Whatever, his guitar, right? The big sideways guitar and the little plucky guitar, and then there was a front man. Each one of those guys was one of a set of triplets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's 3 upright guitar players, and there's 3 of them little piccolo players, and then there's 3 front guys, right? And they all met at some really weird Catholic high school, and they got together, and they started 3 of these really stupid bands, right? And they all just happened to be pork experts. I don't know what kind of school this was they went to, but then they descended randomly on the same town, and they all got a bug in their head at the same time to say, "Hey, we're going to be just righteous dicks to the first woman who comes into our butcher shop, right? And we're going to sell her some pork, and then she'll take care of it." And then, but at the same time, angel hair pasta, and so the next set says, hey, I feel like there's some woman that needs us to show her how to do everything, so let's go over to her house, and thank you for taking my camera there, and be dicks about it, okay, right? And maybe she'll have pork. I hope so, because that's what we know how to cook. And at the same time, the third set, right, the triumvirate and that creepiness sandwich was saying, hey, you know what we should do? We should go over to our buddy Bob's house and eat some pork. You know what I mean? I hope his wife made something. And we'll be real condescending about, how, oh, you're the big special thing, but he's going to serve all the food and has a place honor at the table, which is a load of crap. And then we'll just sing about it. We'll just sing about it. I'm sorry, that's not what I figured out about the show. That's a dream I had last night.
Dee Dee Marie said that quality, freshness, and flavor are the magic words for porn.
I don't know. I like a good retro porn.
You know what
I'm saying?
I didn't need to hear that. Because by retro porn, you're meaning it's not quality. It's not. There's not really much.
It's not
freshness.
fresh. That's what I mean. It's not fresh.
There might be flavor.
Hey, there used to be more stories, Ed. You know what I mean? Production value. So I've heard. Anyway.
Yeah, it's so here's a. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Hold on, gotta call.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
What?
I'm not gonna do it.
The operator's calling me back. No, all right.
I was gonna do a whole thing about a porno where a woman goes into a butcher shop because she's got this dinner party thing, and it turns into it's just. I don't have to finish it.
Yeah, sounds like you just did it for us.
Everybody can take that to its logical conclusion if that was a porno. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on in chat, Ed? Somebody made a smiley face. Who's that?
Well, Token mentioned something that I don't quite understand. During that, he mentioned something about cut in the Jessica Alba scene. Is there a Jessica Alba scene where she's doing something with butchers or cooking a meal? Usually, when I think of Jessica Alba, I usually think of sort of action adventure type stuff.
Yeah.
So,
hey, what in that double feature schlock thing? Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. What was that called? Grindhouse. Was she the one? No, that was Rose McGowan. Had a machine gun for her leg.
One of them did.
That was Rose McGowan. Yo, you can fact check me if you want, but it was Rose McGowan.
3 men in a baby.
That would have been more interesting.
I don't know if we're talking about Jessica Alba movies or if we're talking about
that's the Jessica
pornos,
Alba movie.
3 men and a baby. Okay. Next topic.
Hey, why don't you check the Facebook chat? That's where all the old people are. They don't.
Come on now.
What? I thought that's what Facebook was for.
Facebook folks can chat in here. See, we got Randy Nickers on Facebook.
Who had the machine gun leg in Grindhouse?
I think it was Rose.
Well, what? Well, she was also in Sin City, wasn't she? Somebody said it's some kind of Sin City connection.
Speaking of Sin City, has nothing to do with The Watchmen, but if you're available this Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can join me for the 4th episode of Barnum Book Club, in which we will be kicking off our epic read, for me, a reread, epic read of Alan Moore's Watchmen.
Wow, that's a big book.
I got the big one.
That is a big book.
And we're starting off with Chapter 1, as you would.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Pretty good place to start. And I have all kinds of things planned. So if you're actually, I'm gonna drop a couple links here, because if you're at all interested in joining me for Barnum Book Club, you should check out Mike Check. You should check out Discord, because there will be more details there in terms of dates. And we will be doing Mixer and Facebook, and we've been sneaking in streaming to YouTube lately. So that is
what happens when you stream to YouTube?
Sundays.
Do people comment on it?
If people were watching us on YouTube, the Restream chat aggregator, if they were making comments, would appear here. So it's sort of a soft open, rolling it out to YouTube. So yeah, we were talking about, and I talked. I don't know if you watched the book stream the other day, Cole.
I watched part of it.
I talked about an hour about why we were going to read Watchmen before I even mentioned we were going to read Watchmen. I'm not going to do that here, but we talked about East of Eden and we talked about Don Quixote.
You talk about East Eden without me?
These are huge books.
How come every time I'm like, hey Ed, we're going to talk about East Eden today, and you say no, we'll do that and then you have some special book stream that you don't invite me to.
You were invited.
Because, I was not.
I know you're.
What time did you start?
10 a.m. You're at Snooker Church by then.
I can't get up that early. Anyway, so but now I got to read it again because I can't even remember what it's about.
Well, I'm going to read it again as well.
All right.
Anyway, East of Eden is coming down the pike, but I wanted something that folks could feel like they were reading something epic, but they didn't have to spend 3 hours a night reading it.
East Eden's a fast read.
East of Eden is a fast read unless it's not connecting with you. Then it could just be a slow...
I'm a slow, ponderous, glacial reader, and I tore right through that one.
I even recounted my how I came to read East of Eden by watching that awful movie
on a plane
twice on the flight to Italy and return flight to Italy. Anyway, I'm repeating myself on stuff.
I hope that's not the way it works because I just flew back from New York and I watched The Old Man and the Gun.
I don't even know what it is.
Robert Redford. And then something called The Cloverfield Paradox. Mm-hmm. And if somebody writes a book about that, I'm going to throw it on in the septic tank. See what happens. Because, stinker. Although there's this Polish lady in it who's about 7.5 feet tall. Beautiful. Short blonde hair. Good actress, too. She's in that Widows. Have you seen that one?
Well,
Widows?
If you say 7 foot beautiful Polish lady, I've got to go look this up.
Or Australian. I don't know.
Old Man and the Gun?
No, not that one. The Cloverfield Paradox. Okay. She's also in Widows, which is a good kind of caper heist movie where all the dudes are, robbing a drug dealer or something, and then they all die, and then they're, one of them owes money to some bad guy, and all their widows get together and pull a caper. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. She's one of the widows.
Somebody so I like Eastern Europe. I like women. I like Eastern European women. Somebody's figured it out because I get every day I get 2 or 3 emails from apparently beautiful Eastern European women. Who just want to talk to me about stuff.
Well, that's nice.
With a credit card payment, of course.
Well, yeah, they got to verify that verify your verifiables.
Do any of these look familiar?
She's blonde and tall. Doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with the movie.
Is it Elizabeth Debicki?
That one. That lady. That person.
I feel like this is where we've entered the creep zone.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to dissuade you from doing this. Anyway.
Oh, she's in The Great Gatsby. She's not Daisy because that's Kate.
I ain't seen The Great Gatsby, and I gave up on that book, too.
She's Daisy's best. I think she's Daisy's best friend in The Great Gatsby.
I see that. I can see that.
So yeah, I know who that is. So anyway, Sunday 10 a.m. is the book club. And January 8th is the 12-hour, yes, you heard that right, 12-hour anniversary stream in which we celebrate 5 years of creating web series.
Jesus, 5 years?
5 years. It was so. We'll talk about this more on that live stream. But June 8, 5 years ago, June 8 is when I picked up the Van Vorens. Johan and Johanna Van Voren.
You still got both of them?
I still. Johanna's just over there.
I saw her. I didn't see.
She's been because Johanna is actually going to be on the book club, not this Sunday, but fairly soon.
What's she reading?
She's going to be she's going to be doing a Dutch Audible book. She's going to be reading Little Women. And you think I'm shitting you? I'm not.
No, she's got a beautiful voice.
She does,
and she's got a good concept of character. You know how somebody will read a book and you can't. Mm-hmm. You can't always tell. She's got a good voicing of each character, but it's not just, hey, I'm going to talk like this, no, I'm going to talk like this. She embodies the character, you know what I mean? And you can hear it. You can hear it in her tone and her pacing and sort of her inflection and how much heart she has or doesn't have in a given piece of
She's
dialogue.
Also the only person I know who can speak continuously for about 8 hours without taking any, water or honey tea or anything, and her voice is just this golden. It's just I don't know.
That sounds like a challenge.
I
can talk for 8 hours.
I know you can talk for 8 hours. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows you can talk for 8 hours.
And my voice doesn't lose that golden honey hue that you're talking about. Because I got that in spades. You know what I mean? It's like
I was
like
afraid I was going to say
delicious mixed yogurt. You know what I mean? Like that sweet yogurt. You know, you can get yogurt with fruit, but then you can get it with honey too.
Those words took me right there.
That's it. Yeah, man, it's smooth. That's what 8 hours later. That's what I was going to say. You say,
so anyway, it was 5 years ago.
Yogurt. Yeah, 5 years
June
ago.
June 8, in which I picked up the Van Vorens at Rerun.
Never heard of it.
You know
oh, the place down there.
Yes.
Used to be Mrs. C's Wigs.
And,
you know, I used to live over there. Yeah, I was walking by. It's right across the street from Irvin Park. And in Irvin Park, there is a serious, to this day, serious conflagration going on between the squirrels and the crows. You know what I mean? The crows are the mean one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't got no love for squirrels. But them crows is mean and aggressive. And they're chasing the squirrels out of their dens or their whatever. They're hanging out up there. I always imagine that when they dig into those trees, the squirrels, you understand, they got like gross orange shag carpet. You know what I mean? And those weird round chairs from the 70s, and they're smoking cigars and drinking cheap liquor. Anyway, so crows
We're talking about animals?
Yeah, crows are rude. Well, you remember them Warner Brothers cartoons, the two chipmunks that were like, oh, indubitably, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Well, okay, that's the antithesis of squirrels. Squirrels are loungy jerks. Anyways, so crows run them out, and then they chase them out of the trees, and the squirrels will go across the power lines to the roof of Mrs. C's Wigs, which was only open about 13% of the time, and you could never tell which day or what times it was going to be open. But you could always be guaranteed that there would be one hell of a dust up going on. What'd you call it? A Donnybrook. One hell of a Donnybrook between the crows and the squirrels on top of Mrs. C's Wigs. Sometimes we just get a half rack of High Life and some ribs, and we used to get ribs from Basitas up there on 14th Prescott, and we just sit over there after we're done playing croquet. We'd sit there in the yard at Irvin Park, right behind the dugout. Got a softball field there, and we just watch them go to town. It's a hell of a Donnybrook. You know what I mean? Fur and feathers flying. So that's Rerun now, huh?
Yep. That's Rerun. Anyway, 5 years ago, June 8th, is only the third time I've started to say this, I got the Van Vorens, and I had this idea.
Where'd you get them at?
And I was like, we had just finished doing a couple of sketch comedy shows, and I was like looking to do something else, and I saw the Van Vorens, and I bought them, and I had this idea for a thing. I wrote the first episode of Big Ed Barnum's One-of-a-Kind Big Find of the Week in my car in the parking lot of Rerun.
Hey.
And later that afternoon,
regular Sylvester Stallone,
I sent you and Sound Guy Josh an email, and I've got the email. I'm going to share it on June 8th.
Oh, man.
That was the birth of this whole thing.
Screaming and crying, squalling,
covered
in blood.
Well, that was the conception of this whole thing.
That's what I was talking about.
Wondering,
screaming, crying, squalling, covered in blood.
I'm wondering when the birth actually happens, because
I don't know.
We're just struggling between, it's just, anyway.
Couple miscarriages at least. 2 or 3.
Yeah, you had to go there.
You're the one that started talking about birth. Hey, you having one of them aneurysms, Ed? Lift your arm up.
No, I was thinking about it was maybe time to do an estate sale.
Sure.
What do you guys think in chat? I'm just gonna start doing that pandering thing where somebody starts streaming. It's like, what do you guys want to do? I can do any goddamn thing I want to, but what do you want to do?
Well, thanks for nothing. Here, check the chat.
Check that chat.
Go to go by X.
Go to go by X.
Yes.
What is it?
I don't
Got
know.
to go by.
What's the X?
I think that's a kiss.
Hey.
Is the kiss, is the X the kiss or the O the kiss?
I think it's both. You gotta have X's and O's.
Well, yeah, but she just gave us an X. So she either gave us a kiss or a hug, but not both.
I think it's a sideways cross. She's trying to ward off our demonic presence or whatever.
The state sales.
Who was that,
good.
by the way?
Token wants more juggling, and then he gives a blank comment.
Give me something to juggle.
That's okay.
I can juggle. I can crush his can up. Juggle that.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see if we got an estates. Let's see if we have an estate sale lined up. Oh, here's one right here.
How convenient.
Let's see. It's an antique hoarder 40-year privates collection.
Private, singular.
Oh,
private.
private, not their. It's not their privates.
Hey, we're one sentence into this.
It's not their
This
privates.
boondoggle, and I already got a question. Antique hoarder, 40-year private collection. Does that mean that it's from a hoarder who was old and unique, right? Or is it somebody who's hoarding antiques?
I think it's an old person who just has 40 years of junk.
So they're a hoarder that's an antique, right?
Yep.
Okay. Asked and answered.
So this one is at 7109 Southeast Bluebird Circle.
Where's that?
Bluebird Circle. It's in Hobie Sound, Florida.
Hey.
33455. This sale started today. But don't go if you were like, holy shit, I know that address. I'm going to get in the car and go down there. It's closed.
Yeah.
Closed until tomorrow. Runs tomorrow. Mic check. 9 to 6. It's run by the All American Estate Professionals. Everything must go. Discounts get bigger each day. Monday, everything's free. Because they don't want to
Haul
ship
it off.
If you like antiques and collectibles, this is a sale you will not want to miss. Literally thousands of antiques and collectibles from all categories. Lots of old toys, including old trucks, wind-up Lehman Tonka, Wyandotte. I think Wyandotte is a Native American tribe, but I don't know what it is. Wyandotte something. And many, many more. Gold jewelry, old U.S. coins, including silver dollars, silver quarters, and dimes. Mint sets, proof sets, big variety of coins. Also included will be advertising memorabilia, sports memorabilia, antique furniture, pottery, lots of electronics, large doll collection, sterling silver jewelry, tons of costume jewelry. This is a 40-year accumulation of all types of antiques and view more.
No, man.
And I lost my place. It's definitely worth the drive, no matter where you're coming from. I think you could file a lawsuit. I think if you were driving someplace, like if you're in the middle of Europe someplace, and you said, "Oh, I got to drive to the coast and put the car on a ferry and come across." Anyway,
I don't think it'd be worth the drive. No, I concur.
So today was February 1st. Everything today was 35% off. Everything tomorrow is 50% off.
50% off of what? Something that was twice as expensive as it should have been.
Well, I think what that means is all the good stuff's gone.
Yep.
But we're going to go through this because that's what we do. I should move to here. I'm going to do. I'm going to see how this frames up.
Guitars.
It didn't
trucks.
frame us up very good. No, hang on. There we go.
There we are. All right.
Getting us in a little tighter corner so that we can see this stuff. This looks like the junk table.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling there's going to be more than one of those.
Look at this drunk guy. He's like, oh my God. Somebody said fuck you and the horse you rode in on. And, well, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I would hang my head too.
Awkward. All right, here we go.
Hey, there's another angle, slightly different angle of the same table of garbage.
And a small child hiding in here somewhere, playing with toys.
Let me
This
out. Clock and a cock.
I'm sorry, what?
Wasn't there a rooster there? Clock and a cock.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, look at that banana seat
This
there.
is the getaway,
hangers.
Getaway vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love riding.
A saddle hanger.
A saddle. Is that what that is? Is that what you call that?
I don't know.
Saddle hanger or saddle hump?
Saddle hump.
Saddle stump.
Saddle stump. Fishing rods.
Are you a bass master?
Hey, has anyone ever bought a fishing rod at an antique store sale?
Yes.
Hey, I'd buy one of them irons though.
What would you do with that iron?
I would
melt it down and make something else out of it out of your forge.
Flatten textiles.
Another getaway. Ooh, that's a
Moped.
little Honda.
A little moped.
That's
a scooter.
That's
that
unfortunate, is what that is.
Yeah, it does not have much class. Hey, there's the ride. Look at that.
Look at this.
Big old 8-panger.
There's a sissy bar.
Some assembly required.
That is what you call that.
Yeah.
This is
no, that's a banana seat.
Uh-huh.
That's a sissy bar.
Yes, the tall bar is the sissy bar. This looks like we forgot to stage the photo. We opened the box, but we didn't actually stage it.
Mirth just came pouring out.
Popcorn. I love popcorn.
Is that popcorn? I thought it was a box of all the same CD.
I think they're presidential coins.
Boring.
Silverware.
Right there.
Lures.
Yep. They're not getting anybody with that.
No, for me, the best thing about a lure is you get to go to the doctor when you get one hung up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Valiant hose
Valiant
number
hose.
2. It's the most valiant of hoses.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the second most valiant. Saucy Walker, doll.
Saucy Walker
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to read the fine print.
does everything.
I guess so. Hey, I ain't got my reading eyeballs in. What is that? What does the fine print say?
The fine print says 22 inches tall, walks, rolls her eyes, turns her head,
Oh, okay.
wash, comb, wave her saran hair,
Now,
sits, stands, sleeps, no keys, no winding.
when I saw Saucy Walker, I hope that like you filled her up with tomato sauce or something, and the heat made her move.
When I think of Saucy Walker, I think of someone like walking around like.
I think that's what they mean. You know, her eyes move. Hey, check out the chutzpah on that
I don't
little
know, it's
girl
just-
moving
all
her
right.
eyes.
This is the serial killer starter kit. You know, you hide these knives in your basement.
You
when
got to
people come
start
over.
with opening letters.
Ooh,
couches, no.
Couch, you know, when
No
you can blow right
furniture.
by that.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Uh,
That's some sort of crest with the sword.
Yeah? What is this? Jason what? Jason...
Jason Airplane Tail Ellis.
And then what do we have here? Fighting Yank. Fighting
Man,
Yank.
if we get the microscope out to examine every one of these pictures, it's going to take us till
Yep.
Christmas. Elvez.
Another getaway vehicle.
Who's that?
I
Donnie and
think-
Marie.
So I don't want to ruin this one, but I think this is just. It says Donnie and Marie. This might just be Marie. That's awful.
That was a
That's
very,
awful.
very poorly veiled dig at poor Donnie Osmond. He does look exactly like his sister.
Here we have.
It's a lot of hard-working demi-humans. You put those
Yep.
out in your front yard, they're going to protect you from
Well,
slugs,
what is this guy?
bugs, and
This guy's just not hardworking. He's just sitting in an apple tree,
critters. He's about to fall out
or
of
he's
it.
taking a crap.
About to break his ass.
He's taking a crap that these little people here have to come over and clean up. And look at this guy in the back here. He's like, "Oh Lord, the giant's taking a crap in the apple tree."
That's what's really at the end of the rainbow.
and look
She's
at
picking
this.
her nose. That's disgusting.
We
Moving on.
have a small child who's been dropped into a hole.
Yep.
Or is that a condom? No, it's a small child has been dropped in a hole.
It's figurative art is what it is. Ed.
Oh boy.
That girl's just about to get her eyeballs eaten by these grim-esque
Yeah.
birds.
I've had about enough of
Yep.
this. I've said enough
Figurines.
inappropriate things about
Figurines.
these figurines. Oh, it's a senator from Pennsylvania. In a box.
Howdy, Senator.
I think we've
Timepieces.
seen that.
That's
Is
some
that
kind of
is
game.
that a pachinko? Is that technically a pachinko thing, or is that something different?
I think it's a steel ball bearing, roll it around into a hole game. Ooh, that looks like hey, that's a turtle shell.
I think that's an actual turtle shell, but I can't tell if it's.
I thought it was an old hornet's nest.
You know, unfortunately, it looks like a turtle shell that somebody has actually cut
Painted
into
or
because
something?
I don't know.
It's the wrong color.
We've seen that stuff.
Yep.
We've seen that stuff.
How are you going to steer your boat now?
How are you going to steal your boat? Steer your boat.
Steal it either. Yeah, lots of crap hanging
Yep.
up. Lots of crap piled in corners. Lots of crap on tables.
Yep.
Hey, there's some crap on a
Did
desk.
I see Dale
Look at that.
Earnhardt?
There he
I
is.
can't tell if that's Dale
I
Earnhardt
don't
or
know.
not.
It's
No, I can't read it.
it's either that or Jerry Reed.
Yep.
Hey, there is a really uncomfortable bassinet.
Yep.
More crap.
Yep. Already seen
2-in-1 racetrack. Hey, what's that? That looks interesting.
I think that's
Some turquoise.
garbage.
All right. Those are old slides of a trip that nobody wanted to go
these
on.
these are coins, I think.
My coins.
What is that from?
That's from that little snot-nosed kid that was walking up the street when I was going for a run a few years ago.
My coins.
He's walking with his parents, and I get about a half a block away, and he'd been looking in his hand at something as I ran by, and he must have dropped his stupid coins because I hear from a half a block away, my coins, and I just imagine he's doing this with his fingers. These are my coins, and it, I'm poor kid, I'm sure he's got a condition or something, but I just thought, man. If I could bottle that up and sell it to the, some radio personality, whenever, the Senate or, the legislature don't get its way, that guy could just play, my coins, my appropriation bill. That's what that comes from.
All right.
Take the thing now. Are we done? Hey, we're done.
That one black guy said "wow" about something that we said, which makes me think
we didn't say the right thing. Probably.
Well, no, he's some. I think it's hard to phase him. So when he says "wow," I think it's something. Hang on here. I'm getting some notifications. I think something may have.
Oh crap!
No, that's just something else.
Never-ending phone game.
No, I think we're up. I think we're up on everything. All right, here we go.
Whoa, that's an interesting clutch.
Let me get us back in here.
My
coins!
My coin
My
purse!
coins!
Yeah, that's not going to get old.
Is this a horn? Is this like a hunting horn?
No, it's a clutch,
That's
dummy.
been cut off? Oh, it's a clutch. Nice.
Yeah.
Cartier.
That's a watch, dummy.
Cartier? No? Tag Heuer. Yeah! Sorry.
Condensation-filled withings.
Wow, that is filled.
I know. It gets worse every day.
Florida coins. Or are those contact lenses that just let you see the state of Florida constantly?
That's the fish that killed Ernest Hemingway.
I
It jumped up the boat. Sword right through his chest.
think Ernest
That's how he
Hemingway shot himself. I think
with that fish.
With that, okay.
You didn't finish the article, did you?
No, I didn't.
No.
Hello, Miss Curity.
Ratchet.
Miss Curity.
Miss Curie, I think is what that says.
No, it says Miss.
She's gonna radiate you.
Curity.
I don't get it.
Here's the stuff nobody wants.
Hey, would you like what no one wants?
Hey, it's the poisons part of the estate sale.
Mm-hmm.
It's also where you're most likely to find the Lysol douche, which is a real thing.
No,
back in the day.
Read about that. I just saw. Whatever.
It was a real thing.
Yeah, no, I know it was. What that looks like some kind of weird torture kit.
This
not
looks,
one of those normal torture kits. You understand?
This looks like a kit for a doctor in the 1940s that still bleeds people as a curative.
Oh, yeah, where the leech is at. Hey, that's a bird cage right there.
A photo that I thought that was for a child.
La Cajafo. You know what I'm saying?
More poisons.
More poisons.
Torture chair.
That's an uncomfortable eye.
In Casino Royale, they put James Bond.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Anyway.
That was a phew.
That was a ball buster. Anyway.
He's fine.
Flashlight battery. Sorry.
Always ready. More clocks and garbage.
Yep.
Another disgusting couch.
Oh, hey, we saw the couch earlier. Now they decided, we better cover up the stains by putting some junk on it.
Have you decided not to buy our disgusting, stinky couch? Wait, before you pass too much judgment, here it is covered in garbage.
Utica Mutual Insurance.
Hey, that's in
Utica, New York.
It's upstate. Star Wars.
Oh, it's the Saucy Walker.
Yeah, in front of
looks like she's got a friend with her.
The Demure Sitter. They're not a very
Saucy
good.
Walker and Tagalong Tammy.
Rugs.
Oh!
Watercolors.
Uh-oh. Grandpappy was a Nazi hunter.
Yeah.
Or
you hunted memorabilia.
Or he just stole relics from, anyway.
Or he was hunted as a Nazi.
Yeah.
Where's this
from
Florida?
Well, when they put blue tape on it, somebody's saying bona fide. Anyway.
Those are not.
This is the Pacific.
Yes.
Camouflage pattern, I think.
Pantern. That's what they had on
Armed
the pants
Forces,
too.
Fort Knox, Kentucky. I have been to Fort Knox. I have been to the U.S. Patent Museum. Sorry, the Patent Museum of U.S. Armored. U.S. Are you
going to get to the punchline of this joke or not?
It's not a joke. It's a place. Actually,
I've been to Fort Knox.
Actually, I think the museum.
I
think the Museum of Armor at Fort Knox has been closed. I knew the museum curator. Anyway, Earl Cotton Bailey can back me up on that. More junk. $260.
That's a steal. That's a steal.
Well,
especially because you know that doll is one of them Stephen King-esque haunted. You know what I mean? Like it used to be a full-grown kid, but then it buried a friend's pet under this car that was haunted, and then the car drove. That's the car she drove to her cotillion, whatever, or whatever the senior dance. Anyways, so she, the breakers, they're working on the things, and then Roland came up and shot her right in the butt, and then she died. But she didn't die. You understand? She just shrunk down to doll form. Okay, and then once you buy her and make a wish, okay, she's going to grant it. But it's like any other genie. You're not going to get what you think you're going to get, right? What you're going to get is this haunted, pint-sized, china-faced, porcelain-skinned doll that's just going to bug you. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to go to sleep, and it's saying, hey, it's not very scary. It just won't leave you alone,
Ready to go on?
I'm to stand up and stretch my...
Well, we should be going back out.
Going out where? I'm getting hungry.
Let's see. Here we come. We're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back. Oh, the wife's making mapo tofu.
What's mapo tofu?
It is a delicious Chinese dish of pork and tofu.
Hey!
All right.
Quality, freshness,
So-
and flavor. Those are the words you need to know about mopo tofu.
So
Pork.
here is something.
Pork.
Here is something that I must research. At the 1 hour, 15-minute mark, every
dot.
time we stream to Mixer and Facebook, at the 1 hour, 15-minute mark, we are suddenly without an audio signal.
Is it so? Everybody, Mixer and Facebook.
Mixer and Facebook
It's not
both.
Facebook editing us.
So
Maybe
I
that's-
don't know. I don't know what's it. What were you, Dee Dee? Did you see Cole stretching and he has to pee and he needed to stretch his legs and he's hungry.
I don't really have to pee, but I'll pee.
I do.
mean, you know, yeah, that's what they call transference. You know what I mean? Ed's like, I gotta pee, but I'm ashamed that my bladder's the size of a little bitty tiny acorn.
It's
You know
not
what
the
I mean?
size of an acorn.
Well, not now because it's full of pee. But he's embarrassed about that, so he's got to put that insecurity on me. But I don't care, man. You know what I mean? Like I pee whenever I need to, and you know, frequency doesn't bother me. But Ed, I gotta pee.
Well, it's when I drink.
feel good
It's
about
when I
it.
drink anything with water in it. Beer, water, coffee, water.
What do you drink that doesn't have water in it?
Well, there's less water in some things.
Maybe you should just drink
Like
pee and save yourself
like a
some time.
milkshake doesn't have much water in it.
True.
Actually, it probably has a lot of water in it. Yeah, cheap beer. Speaking of cheap beer, Dee Dee Marie, I'll have another one here.
Sure.
I say that. Speaking of cheap beer, Dee Dee Marie, like I'm going to buy you one right now because there's an imaginary. There's a real bar right there, and you're sitting at it. It's like, hey, Dee Dee Marie, yeah, let's have another beer.
Hey, you remember that documentary from the 70s about the guy who he owned he had a candy factory where he manufactured candy.
Hang on, here, let me frame you up in your
Well, I'm asking you the
in
question.
your
You gonna leave?
special
You gonna go
business.
pee now?
I'm gonna go pee. You just sit down in your space.
All right. Well, I'll ask everybody else. Okay. So there's this. Ed's talking about how hey, I'm gonna offer you beer. He can't offer you beer because you're out there in Cyberland, right? You know, you're floating around with all the bits and bytes and all the beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop, 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 boop stuff, right? But then I watched this documentary. I was a little kid, and it wasn't even new when I was a little kid, so it's old. You understand? And there's this guy, and he had a big purple hat, and he made candy, and he had a bunch of like child laborers, which was I didn't like that part, but they helped him make the candy, and he had an invention where he could transport candy over the like TV airways. So I mean, maybe it's just too expensive, but I would think that we could, send Dee Dee Marie a beer, right? You know what I mean? Zap it over. Although it came out smaller, so we might have to send you a whole keg. But then that begs the question, we're talking science now, you understand? If we send you a keg and it goes beep, 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 through the air and it comes out beer can size, okay, that's got the same it's got a reduced volume, you understand, right? Unless it's just really, really mashes. You know what I mean? It weighs a lot. But I don't think so, because that's not the way it worked in the documentary. If you open that up and drink it, though, does it have the same total cumulative alcohol content as a keg of beer? Because that would get you drunk fast. I ain't speaking to it. I ain't defaming Dee Dee Marie's tolerance. I'm sure she can hold her liquor. But if you drink a whole keg of beer in one pint-sized can, you're going to get drunk. Ed, you remember that documentary? It was called One Flew Over the Chocolate River.
Something like that. Oh, I didn't realize the damn... Look at that.
What?
I need to go on a diet. Hoo-wee! Let's see.
Is it cold out there?
It is not cold out there. I could actually take this thing off. If I could not strangle myself. All right. Got to go back over here to chat. The aggregated chat.
Aggregated.
Hello, Adjective Beaver.
3D print. Hey, that's a good idea, Dee Dee Marie. If she had a 3D printer, we could send her the specs for a beer. You know what I mean? She could just print it out.
Yeah, but she can't drink it.
Why not?
She can fill it with water and pretend.
The 3D printer can't print beer?
I don't think so.
What the hell is the point?
There's
What's everybody so all charged up about? Hey, you can get 3D print. You can 3D print a 3D printer. But the 3D printer can't print beer?
No, I don't think so.
Thanks for nothing, science.
All right. I've got nothing else on the list.
You just went out and took a pee
I did.
so you could come back in and say,
that's
see you
how-
later.
That's how,
That's how
critical
tight
it
the
was.
acorn was.
Well, no, while I was out there peeing, I was like, it would sure be nice to go in there and have some mapo tofu.
That's a good point.
My wife's making mapo tofu. If you don't know what mapo tofu is, you should look it up. M-A-P-O, in case you were wondering.
M-A-P-O tofu.
And speaking of drinking beer with people, I would love to have a beer with all of you.
Yeah. So either 3D printers can print people, right?
3D printers
smaller.
can print
Okay. So hey,
people.
you guys, Ed's gonna go on Amazon or wherever you get it and buy a 3D printer, or maybe you have to print it, but then you need a 3D printer first. Anyway, he's gonna get that, and you send us your blueprints, your specifications, your CAD drawings, or whatever it is, and we'll print you all out. You'll be real little. So we won't have to buy much beer. You know what I mean, for us we will. But and we'll just have a boondoggle, a Donnybrook. But I mean, y'all can fight. We'll put you in one of them rock'em sock'em robots. You know what I mean? Right? They'd fit right in there after we print them out, and then y'all can have at it.
Well, Token, DM me some of those details so that we can either I can have you in the shed. I can have you in the shed to stream. I didn't mean that in the Lyle and Eric Menendez father thing. Anyway,
You could have just said,
I'm gonna pretend
I could host you.
I
in
could,
the
yes,
shed.
I will host you in the shed, even though that sounds a little creepy.
Not as much as that other stuff you're talking about.
There's a Netflix thing with a documentary about
The
Lyle
Menendez brothers.
Lyle and Eric Menendez.
Yeah. Turns out they were not such nice fellas. Are we done? What are you doing? What are you clicking for?
A little business there.
Hey, did we get our first $1,000? Somebody clicked that
we
button.
got our
didn't they?
first $1,000.
Hey, I've been telling you guys, and thank you. Who did it? Who clicked the button? $1,000. You click that button, $1,000. Maybe 800, 200. We'll figure that out later. Somebody click that button. Hey, I want to give them a shout out because I've been asking you guys.
No, you're not giving that person a shout out.
Mixer's got this button. You click it. We get $1,000. You click that button. Just click it away, and it's internet money, so it don't count. Not for you. You know what I mean? You ain't losing nothing. So you click away. We finally got somebody click that button.
Yep.
Follow suit.
We are $1,000 richer
Woo!
because of
$1,000.
that action.
That's one button click.
I think there's two people that know what we're talking about, but maybe they don't.
Hell, they ought to all know. I tell them, hey, I'll tell them right now. Mixer, I think it's on Facebook too. This button there, you gotta look for it.
Yep.
There's a button, and you click it. Y'all click it. We get $1,000.
Yep.
Click
Yep.
the button, $1,000.
You got to look real. You got to look for it.
Yeah, well, somebody found it.
Let's see. Anyway, I think as I was standing out there peeing just now, I was like, you know what? I would like. I've said that already. As I was out there standing there,
That
peeing,
you want to go
I was
eat.
like,
yes. All right.
I think by now I people know I was peeing just in the backyard. I didn't actually have the common courtesy and civility to go in the house and pee because that would take like 5 extra minutes.
He doesn't even go around the corner. He
go
just
in the
walks
house.
out. He just turns around and faces out the door.
From now on, when I go pee on the stream, I'm not even going to close. I'm not even
going to be like dirty, rotten
close
scoundrels.
the door.
He's just going to say.
I'm actually just going to stand at the door. Here, I'll show you what you're going to see.
No, that's all right. That's
All right.
Let's
Okay.
go get something to eat.
I won't. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday night.
You are welcome.
Friday night. It suddenly went sideways, didn't it?
I don't know, but you need a haircut, Ed.
I do need a haircut. Hang on.
Yeah, clean yourself up so you can say goodbye. Now, you're doing the opposite of what I said.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's a good look.
It is.
You look like you're stealing bicycles from a trailer park.
You know, it's funny you should say that. The only heroic vision I have of my father is of him
With his hair in front of his face.
walking down the street and coming back with my tricycle, which had been lost. But my father apparently knew who took my tricycle, and he went and fucking got it.
Hey, your old man wasn't afraid of a 6-year-old, that's for sure. I never met your old man. Oh, younger? Oh, wow.
All right, folks.
I got sharp teeth.
I'm Big Ed Barnum.
I'm Cole, Screaming Eagle Wilson. Thank you very much. You're getting good at that.
Nah, what was it? Hang on, we'll do it again.
No, wait. Now we're going to ruin it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I'm Big Ed Barnum.
I'm Cole, Screaming Eagle Wilson, and I thank you very much. See that?
No, that was fine.
I feel like a Ghostbuster.